Boa tarde, membros do Conselho de Administração do restaurante GoWish. Hoje faremos uma breve explicação da operação do mês de abril. Como viram no vosso relatório de gestão, vamos dividir a exposição em 6 partes, desde os resultados financeiros até o plano de marketing para aumentar as vendas. Ao finalizar, daremos umas sugestões para melhorar os resultados do restaurante para maio.
Tout d'abord, l'opération de GoWish en avril a enregistré des 50 millions. Une fois fait la déduction des écoutes de vente, ce qui donne un bénéfice brut de 31 901 191, qui après l'application des dépenses opérationnelles fait apparaître une perte de 246 914. On estime que les principaux facteurs à l'origine de cette perte sont les coûts élevés de livraison et la commission à payer à la plateforme Rami. Parallèle, les chiffres obtenus ont permis de connaître la distribution des ventes qui se compose de 70% d'aliments et 30% de boissons, et de 54% pour les déjeuners et 46% pour les dîners. Notre article moyen global est de 25 654, qui est de 17 968 pour la nourriture et 7 685 pour les boissons. D'une manière générale, nous présentons ici les coûts et les dépenses en cours pour l'entreprise au cours du mois. La paye est la dépense fixe qui nécessite la plus d'attention puisqu'elle représente 24% des revenus totaux et que dans une cuisine cachée, il faut qu'elle soit réduite. Viennent ensuite les frais de fonctionnement directs comme les approvisionnements de biosécurité, les remplacements des actifs, ainsi les frais administratifs comme les honoraires et les commissions de carte, les repas du personnel, les courtoisies, amortissement des frais d'ouverture et d'autres dépenses.
En termes de coûts de matière, les aliments représentent 18% de vente. Les groupes de viande étaient les plus chers. Les poissons en représentant 6% et les livraisons 14%. Ces derniers doivent être réduits le mois prochain. La direction a décidé de distribuer ces paiements de la matière première avec 37% comptant, 48% à crédit et 30% à débit. D'autre part, les coûts variables des mieux produits sont en moyenne de 5 734 pour les sandwichs, 1946 pour les boissons, 828 pour l'accompagnement et 865 pour les séjours. Au cours de l'exercice, 16 395 199 pesos ont été définis comme des coûts fixes. Et sur la base de 5 191 articles vendus au cours de mois, les unités requises pour chaque groupe de menus ont été calculées pour croire des coûts totaux. Le résultat du calcul a révélé que 2130 unités sont nécessaires pour atteindre le point d'équilibre. C'est un résultat très positif pour l'entreprise et le marge de sécurité indique que le 20 avril pourrait diminuer en 68% avant le mois de perte. Comme d'autres outils de gestion, nous faisons une diminution qui sera mentionnée ci-dessus, en analyse maximale criminelle et un contrôle d'inventaire avec deux révisions répétitives chaque 12 mois. Tout cela disponible dans le rapport que vio de Rami précédente.
Il nostro ristorante y una oferta gastronómica como il cibo internazionale trasformarono in un panino. Allo stelo modo un'offerta di bevande di origini colombiane e due opzioni di patate per accompagnare ogni preparazione. Abbiamo all'interno dell'offerta di 15 panini che rappresentano in 5 continenti e i loro sapori più tipici in 15 bevande nazionali alla frutta e 2 bevande alcolici a base di corozo fermentato. To determine the feasibility of our products, a menu test was carried on which 10 of 15 sandwiches were tested, as can be seen in the images. This helped us to correct and make arrangements in our recipe to achieve a good sales price and at least possible expenses. Also, with this analysis were determined additionals and campaigns that are conductive and perfect for each sandwich according to the taste of our customers. In addition, a focus group was helped in which through 8 questions, the witches modifications and suggestions that our guests gave us were determined.
Additionally, we offer 2 special alcoholic drinks. The first one is la bebida a la casa and the second one is la sangría corozo. So to increase the sales and have a factor that makes us different, we decided to change the glasses and the bottles packaging, and now our customers have a different designs option that they can choose. In the same way, each one has an etiquette that is similar to the etiquette that the tourists use in the travel bag. On one side is the name of the customers, and on the other side is a QR with an infographic that shows the elaborating process of each beverage.
Secondo quanto sviluppato nel semestre del progetto Integratore e per quanto riguarda l'aspetto di protocollo di biosicurezza per l'applicazione dei punti critici di controllo, parliamo in questo caso spicca che nella partenza o spedizione abbiamo preso in considerazione diversi aspetti che ci permettono di suddividerci in 4 punti principali. Il primo punto è i parametri per il personale di spedizione o partenza e descrive quelle regole generali estratte dalla delibera 666 del 2020, principalmente sono elementi di protezione individuale o in spagnolo IPP, EPP. Il secondo punto fa riferimento ai parametri di agudezza della zona di spedizione o di partenza e fa riferimento agli aspetti necessari per le installazioni quali dispensi, sticker, collanti e barriere acriliche, tutti per facilitare il rispetto di quanto è stato descritto nel primo punto. Il terzo punto si riferisce ai parametri di biosicurezza durante il processo di spedizione e uscita e descrive le raccomandazioni generali per tenere in considerazione al momento della spedizione, come il doppio imballaggio del sacco, la presa dei fogli sulla salute e la temperatura della cassa, la disinfezione del prodotto, eccetera. Il quarto punto sono altre raccomandazioni generali da tenere in conto o in considerazione. Il nostro piano d'azione fornendo strategie specifiche per ciascuno dei punti citati può essere riuscito in 4 funzioni principali. Il primo è creare un piano di formazione per comprendere i sintomi e come prevenire o ridurre il rischio di contagio. Il secondo passo è per creare tutoriali sugli imballaggi, per tenere al sicuro la cassa. E il terzo passo è per avere un elenco di prodotti e case di follow-up per mantenere la tracciabilità del mismo. E il quarto punto è per svolgere un corso pratico sulla disinfezione di veicoli e bauli, casa, eccetera.
For the evaluation of the service, a basic survey model was designed to evaluate the quality of customer service. The protocol that is carried out within GoWish to respond to the requests, complaints, and claims for customers begins by analyzing the data from the satisfaction surveys placed in the QR codes. From there, the data of the customers who are less comfortable are extracted to be able to follow up, firstly, to see what aspects of the sandwich or of the service will change, in order to know why they were not totally comfortable or the justification for the rating was not so good. Second, communicate with customers through phone or WhatsApp in case they have a bad rate, but without suggestions, in order to know the reason for the rating and see what can offer to change the customer's perspective and build loyalty by sending courtesies to their home if they had a bad experience with the service. On the other hand, if the customer communicates directly with GoWish and makes a complaint, the minimum strategy is to send a courtesy to their home to apologize, since if they took the trouble to communicate directly by phone, it is because their non-complaints is great or is bigger. Subsequently, you must receive your PQR in a register with the customer's data and provide a proposal that immediately solves the disagreement. File the register and have a history of the complaints and claims made, so that after having provided a solution, follow up later on the customers to know if the response provided was viable and serve them, or if, on the contrary, the disagreement persists. In view of the fact that most of sales are by telephone and that all the food is sold to take away, the main method by which the improvement strategy will be based in the QR code satisfaction survey. By this method, the customer can communicate any request, complaint, or claim. The continuous improvement factor for the specific part of the service are questions related to customer service at the point of sale and through digital platforms to place orders.
As a dark kitchen, we must communicate better, and this is why, from the GoWish marketing area, we have created work to create a brand identity to communicate with your customers and, of course, attract potential market niches. This is a process that was born from this wood where we identify 8 elements of each variable: weakness, opportunity, strength, and threat. From the crossing of variables, we create 16 strategies, each with 2 tactics and with various activities that indicate the step to be followed by each person in shares. And, of course, at a defined time to achieve its main. We have a specific development of 3 of them: digital strategy, brand strategy, and menu design.
To continue with the marketing plan, first we have created a branding strategy in which we are going to be working to define the reason to be as GoWish as a brand. So first of all, we thought that we had to answer some questions about ourselves. So first, what do we want to communicate? And how is going to be the way that we're going to communicate this? In which channels of communications? What is our reason to be as a hidden kitchen? What is our target market niche? And all the questions that we have to ask ourselves as a brand. So for these reasons, we defined our storytelling from the origin of GoWish. And we also established our functional and emotional role from here. In addition, we determine and investigate how to define the archetype. In our case, specifically the creator archetype, because it works with all of the magic and emotion stuff, and we want to sell experiences, and we want to make something big with the magic thing and all of that stuff. Once we've defined what we want to communicate and the way that we're going to communicate it, we must ask ourselves as a brand, how are we going to reach our clients? So that's the reason why the digital strategy arises here as a key point. Basically here we have to structure all of the contact process that we are going to go through with the social network, with our current and potential clients. First of all, we have to define which social networks are going to be our main channels of communication and use it as a contact tool. So we have decided that we wanted to use Instagram as our main channel. So we structured our profile design, all the content lines, all the schedules for the posts, and we have structured our hashtag strategy so that we can reach more people and more of the market niche that we want to reach. Also, we have made a strategy by joining a work plan with influencers so that we can give a greater reach to the brand.
And finally, the menu design. This strategy seeks to achieve a positioning and sales objective. With menu engineering as a base, we have defined all our products as profitable and popular or not often, and under a classification of 4 categories: star, puzzle, horse, and dog. From there, we went to a sketch and design in which the psychology of the menu is used for a correct location, and therefore a product promotion. For example, with house drinks, in which a better location complements their popularity with increase in sales by volume. At the same time, through storytelling, creation, active vocabulary, language, and passport design, GoWish traveling is identity is conveyed.
Como recapitulação do relatório, este mês darão perdas por causa dos insumos de entrega e o alto custo de se subscrever a Rami. Então é preciso que se melhorem estes fatores para nos próximos meses começar a ter utilidades. Deve ser mantenido sob supervisão a folha de pagamento e o pagamento do reembolso 9 meses da pré-abertura. Além disso, a companhia deve aproveitar este plano de marketing detalhado a partir da estratégia de influencer marketing a fim de aumentar as vendas pela atração de novos clientes. Tudo isso sem esquecer uma melhora contínua com as práticas PCRS, as propostas de inovação gastronômica junto com a design que nos distingam da concorrência e, finalmente, a missão da satisfação para se tornar cada vez um melhor restaurante.